Hi guys, this is Kenya. Welcome back to Kenya's Decor Corner. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you will go ahead and click the subscribe button and also be sure to hit the notification bell to receive alerts as to when I upload new videos. For my faithful family members, you all know I love you so much. And guys, today I am so super excited because for months now, at least it feels like months, but I'm pretty sure it's probably been months now, I've been talking about decorating my wall unit here, and I think that I am finally ready to go ahead and decorate it. I've collected enough items that I feel like I have enough to actually make it look like something and it's not looking very sparse. And so yes, I'm so excited about that. And also because we're in the fall season, I will add in some fall elements to make it look fall fabulous, right? Because after this, I'm going to also then decorate the rest of my living room space and then give you a tour of my fall autumn living room. But first, let's focus on this bookcase. So if you guys don't remember, or if you do or not, I don't know, but I will include a little clip here of when I first purchased these books. Now this is footage that I'm sharing with you guys back from January of this year when we, before we had our living room furniture, and I purchased this huge bookcase and that area rug that you're seeing there. And I was so excited to find these pieces that I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. So our living room is basically a blank slate. And I'm showing you over here these wall plaques that I also purchased when I purchased the bookcases. So I will say, guys, these bookcases were purchased from an auction. It was a model home auction that I attended with my sister, and they had so many beautiful home decor pieces. And these were the items that I purchased: the bookcases, the rug, and those wall art pieces there. So as you guys can see, these units are super tall and very expansive, and so it was going to require, you know, the right pieces to really make it look nice. And I think that I have achieved a collection that would be worthy of this space. If you are interested in seeing how I decorate my bookcases, then just keep watching. So you guys may remember these beautiful wooden wall art pieces that I picked up from Ross a few months ago now. I think definitely a few weeks ago, maybe it's been a couple of months. These are absolutely gorgeous, and so I am going to be using them in my styling of the bookcases. So I wanted to give you an up close look now because you'll see where they're going to be placed in just a minute. So here's a view of the living room, and as you can see, the bookcases have some items on it. I was just kind of playing around with it, but most of those items will not be staying where they are right now. But I'm showing you guys how tall the windows are and the walls are in this living room space. So yeah, we have a lot of wall space to work with, and those beautiful wood pieces are there. And so now let's go ahead and get started. And as you can see, I've had my husband place those wood pieces on top of the bookcase. And guys, those pieces are super heavy. They are not lightweight, and I think they look amazing. And now that my husband has placed those there, he's now adding those large white canisters on top. Now you guys know, you probably, if you've been following my channel, you know that I purchased those canisters about a year, maybe two ago, and they were on my kitchen island, and I think they are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous on top of the bookcases. And I added another ginger jar there in the center. Okay guys, so here's an overview of all of the items that I'll be using on my bookcases. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you have seen probably every one of these items hauled in a video. And so there are a few items here that I have already had, but most of them over the past 9 months, I have purchased these items and knowing that I was going to be using them to decorate the bookcase. So many of the items are from Ross, Marshalls, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Burlington's, and Tuesday Mornings. And I have just a few fall decor items over there that I will be incorporating into this look as well. And so yeah, this is what we'll be working with. So let's go ahead and get started with the decorating. So this is what we've done so far. We have those large wooden pieces on top of the bookcase with these large ginger jars, and I think it's so very pretty. I think it makes such a huge statement on these large bookcases, and I really like it. And for the very first shelf on the bookcase, I just have these really pretty planters with some topiary balls in top. I was thinking about moving these around a bit, but I think we're going to just roll with it right now and see how this comes together. So I love the white with the gold accent. So yeah, we're going to leave those in place and then move on to the next row. So I've grabbed a few books from my husband's office, but these are books that I used while I was working on my degrees. And I have to say, guys, never once when I was in school did I ever think that I would use some of my books as decor in my home. No, I never thought that. Usually I sold my books, but sold them back and tried to get some of the money back. But there were a few that I decided to keep, and you know, just as a reference. And I'm glad I did. Not so much for reference, but for decor. So I'm going to incorporate these onto the bookcase. So as you can see here, I've added some of the decor pieces that I had laid out, and also I have incorporated some of the books, and I've simply turned the books on their side and have the pages section of it pointing forward so that we can see that, so there won't be too much color. And on this third row, I've added the plates and the little doggies there. And now here I've added even more decor on the next row, and I think it's all shaping up nicely. I really like how things are looking so far. And as I continue to pan down here, you'll see that I've also gone ahead and placed items on the remaining two shelves. These are the larger pieces that I want to just get into place, see how I like it, and then I can add in some of the smaller decor pieces to fill in the negative space. Now let's go in a bit closer to add in some more details to fill in some of that space. So as you can see here, I'm using one of the planters with one of those faux ivy plants that I picked up from Walmart. They are absolutely gorgeous. I only grabbed 2 of them. I have no idea why. So I will definitely be going back to grab at least 2 more. They were only $5, and I think they look so real, and they're so very pretty and perfect for a space where you really can't put a live plant, but you want the look of a live plant. So for this side, I'm going to switch things up a little bit and add in this little white planter along with one of the topiary balls, just to give it a little bit of a different look. You know, I want things to be symmetrical, but not necessarily identical throughout the case. So that's why you may see me moving things around or trying out something different, because I want it to look similar, but not exact. Now for this shelf, you guys can see that I've added in a few more books, a couple items that I already had, and the really pretty little gold birdie that I recently purchased from Ross. And on this side, I have a very similar look, but I have this extra book here that I'm removing because I felt like it had too much color. And I'm adding in this really neutral, it's actually a bird feeder that I recently thrifted, which you guys will see a thrift haul tomorrow in my upload. So be sure to check back on the channel for that video. And here's another thrift find that I found from a few months ago. And I just have a light color book under it also. And here I'm just adding in some little votive candles that I already had. And here I've decided to place them on this little candle boat is what I'll call it. I did thrift that item for I think $1 a few months ago. I'm planning to paint it, but for now I wanted to leave it black just to see how I like it, and so far so good. Now on this very bottom shelf I have my little white doggy that I did purchase from Pier 1 a few years back before they closed, and that is another thrift find. And that bowl, guys, is like an iron bowl. It is so super heavy. It is very heavy. And in it I'm adding the other little Walmart plant ivy plant that I have there, and I think that fills in this space perfectly. And here on the other side, I have another white item and some very dark books because I want to keep the balance but not exactly the same. And so I'm adding in this little white planter along with one of the topiary balls to still have, you know, the black and white items, but not exactly the same. And I realized that the books were a little bit high, so I'm going to remove one of them and, you know, add something else here. So I decided to grab this gold bowl filled with some greenery and some little wood dowel pieces. This was actually on my dining room table, and you know, I just decided I might like it better over here. So I brought it over just to see how it looks, and I think I really do like it. And I think I mentioned in a previous video that I will be doing an updated fall tablescape. So it's okay that I've taken it from there because I'm going to redo that space. So on this shelf, I decided to remove the white planter and go with a look that's very similar to the other shelf. So I grabbed the other gold bowl from the dining room table, and now I'm going to add this one in this spot, and I think it is perfect next to this plate and the little doggy. I love the contrast in the colors, and I think it's really pretty, so that's where this one will stay. And I decided to add a little book under the little doggy just to give it a little bit more elevation, and to add a little color under the doggy so that it's just not so flat and they're really dark. I was planning to spray paint them also, but I wanted to leave the black pieces black to see how I liked it on this shelf, and then later I'll decide if I want to paint them. So this is how the shelves are looking so far, and I'm really happy with how things are coming together. I like how the colors all kind of go together. We have the black, white, and greenery with some natural elements throughout, and I think that's really nice. I love that it's kind of a neutral backdrop, so if I decide to put whatever colors I want in the living room space, the majority of the items here will coordinate nicely. And now some of the deeper, richer colors, those items can be switched out with other seasonal decor. But for right now, this is what I'm considering an everyday look. And now we will move forward in adding in some of the fall decor pieces to complete the overall look. So guys, let me apologize that I did not get any footage of me adding in the fall decor pieces. But here's an overview of how the shelves look now that I've added in some of my pumpkins and some fall florals and things as such. So now I'll stop talking and take you guys in for a closer look so you can see how everything looks on each shelf. Remember, if you ever have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below and I'll be happy to respond. So I'm just going to let you guys enjoy the view, and then I'll come back towards the end with some final comments. And here's another overview of the entire bookcase from top to bottom, with all of the everyday decor and the fall decor accent pieces incorporated. And guys, I have to say, I am really happy with how this look came together. So leave me comments down below to let me know what you think about my bookcases and how they've come together for this fall season. And of course, you guys know I'm going to be super excited to decorate them for the Christmas season as well. So make sure that your notification bells are clicked and that you are subscribed to this channel if you're not already, because I promise you don't want to miss any upcoming content. Okay guys, so I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. If so, please be sure to give it a thumbs up by clicking that like button. That helps me out tremendously. It tells YouTube that you like this type of content and they will push it out to others so other people can see how they can style their home on a budget and beautifully. Again, if you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please be sure to click the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell to receive alerts as to when I upload new videos. Also guys, be sure to leave me a comment down below to let me know what you think. What do you think about my bookcases? And yeah, just what do you think about it? I think it looks very pretty. Of course, I am going to have fun for years decorating it for each season, and then I'll have to come up with just like an everyday look, and then I'll add more to it. And so yes, I'm super excited about this piece, and I love it. So I'd like to hear what you guys think as well. Okay guys, for my faithful family members, you all know I love you so very much, and I look forward to seeing all of you on the next video. Much love and many blessings. Bye-bye.